how have your own upbringings, like, how you grew up, influenced how you handle your chores at home?
Yeah, so for me, yeah, like I was bad because I was pretty much kind of like a mama's boy too,
Mm.
because like my mom, like she controls a lot
Mm.
of my life.
This is my
So
only child
yeah,
too.
only child. So like she didn't let me do any chores because like Asian male,
Yeah.
being in an Asian, super Asian households, like you mentioned earlier, it's a real thing. Like she's like, oh, you're the male of the family. You're not supposed to do any of this. She taught me that. She's like, your wife or like the woman should be doing this, like fold laundry. She never taught me how to fold laundries, do the dishes or anything because she would do all of it. And she taught me that I shouldn't do it. So like, like half of my life, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll just find someone to do it for me eventually, right?
Oh, you found some. Oh, you found someone to show you how to do it. But yeah. Well, growing up as a woman and a girl in Vietnamese, they literally taught you how to do house chore and cook in school. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, and, like
She
in
went,
Vietnam,
yeah, in Vietnam.
like they literally had classes on how to be like doing all of
How
that.
to be a woman.
So even if I'm not good at it, I just know how to do it because I was educated on it.
That's
Like,
wild.
yeah, it was like a program. And that wasn't available for guys.
Not in Vietnam, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
They didn't teach us.
no, we're just all girls. Damn. Yeah, it's so funny. And I grew up having maids, so I literally didn't have to do anything. But I don't approve of the way they do things. So they don't do things the way I wanted to do things. So I ended up, even though I had maids, like, oh no, you can't touch my things. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna wash my thing and do everything. And it I don't know, it's hard to depend on someone when you are capable of doing it yourself. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm the first one in my family who's like, oh, I'm gonna do all this chore by myself, and I don't need help. Mm-hmm. And then that's why like moving here was great. And then I have like a system already like in my head that a certain things have to be done a certain way, and I can like influence that to Koi and my brothers. Yeah.
Comment organized in the description, under the comment section if you need help from Dice.
People call me crazy sometimes. I have this friend. I help her organize her room. And then it was like going really well until to the part where we get to her like panties drawer. Yeah. And I started showing her how to fold everything. Yeah. Damn. And she was like, bitch, I'm not folding my panties. I'm just throwing it in there.
Wait, what was that show?
Marie Kondo.
But that's like the complete opposite in terms of attitude.
Yeah.
Not polite.
Yeah, not polite.
Super direct.
This is how you do it. That's it. Period.
Don't question.
But kind of to go off what Corey was saying, like my mom never really did that in a sense where she didn't directly say anything, but she just did it. Like my dad doesn't know how to cook. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was because of that type of culture where
it definitely is the culture.
Yeah. So like, and my mom, I think seeing her when I was growing up, I've obviously got to her a little bit sometimes. She was obviously really tired. They both worked, so she had to come home obviously and cook and clean whatever. So, but to this day, my dad still can't cook.
That's pretty crazy because I feel like that also affects like knowing to cook too. Because my dad knew how to cook, so I felt like if your dad knew how to cook, it might have been different for you too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like I was around my dad and just seeing him cook, it made me curious. Like I'm just like, oh, how did you do that? And then eventually I just caught on.
Yeah, at least with my dad, I think it was just probably passed down with him as well. Because like my grandpa, like they grew up pretty, I would say pretty wealthy in a sense for that time, and it was all boys. He has 3 brothers, and there's just like a bunch of like dudes in the house and my grandma, and I think she just did everything and just cooked it. And then it just passed down. My mom cooked everything. My dad didn't cook, and obviously my mom did a lot for us. But again, she never blatantly said like, "Hey, you're the male." I have a sister, so she did it for both of us. It wasn't like she made my sister cook and I just sat there and watched. It was just like she did everything anyways.
Does your sister know how to cook?
She's better at it than me for sure, but she found it fun to some extent where like, later on, when she was older, Like she'll try to cook, there are family gatherings. She'll try to make something, but she finds it fun. She doesn't cook on a daily by any means. My mom still cooks, whatever, but she can cook. I think if she needed to, she wouldn't die with raw ingredients. Not pre-made. Like so she knows how to put it together. But yeah, I think it was just kind of passed down in that sense with me as well.
My mom, she would stay home. She's a stay-at-home mom. So I would watch her cook, and then that's how I learned too. My dad was like rarely around. He was working a lot, but my dad also knew how to cook. So my mom would know how to cook like all the Korean traditional meals, and then my dad would cook like more of the American westernized meals. So my cooking skills, I never like opened up a recipe book. Like I would just learn by memory, like looking at what my mom and my dad used to cook.
Yeah.
But the chore thing, like I picked up because I grew up in a pretty old house, and I think that's where I get my OCD thing from, because if I see something that's like sticking out or something that's dirty, like it kind of reflects back to like my childhood, where there was a couple times where our house had a cockroach infestation, a rat infestation. Those were all just like signs that we needed to move out, but we stayed there the whole like 17 years I was living there. And I remember like, I think now I know why I would get so sick is because our house, like on the outside, on the surface, it looked fine. But like if you go in and like you look at the details of like our bathroom, our bed sheets, like the corners of the rooms, like no one did the cleaning. So like growing up, like I would start cleaning on my own. So like if I saw the laundry undone, or like I would just do it. And I was like 6.
Aww.
And I knew how to do the laundry. Yeah, like if you notice, like this house, it's like organized, and even to the drawers, like nothing is like out of place.
Yep.
Like if Eric were to ask me where something is, like I'll know exactly like where it is.
Just to follow on what you said about like you had to learn everything when you're younger, it kind of like reminded me of my past too. So like I have this weird thing to this day. It's really weird, guys. So if I share like restroom with like friends, or like lately, like I went to an Airbnb with a bunch of my friends. I ended up cleaning the restroom, but not for them. It's for me.
For you.
It's not for my peace of mind.
Yeah.
So it could be like a little stain, I would clean the shit out of it. And it all came from like when I was younger. I always felt like an ick whenever there's something dirty, and my dad didn't really clean that much, and I for some reason I like to keep things clean when I was younger too, especially in the restroom. For some reason, I like it to smell good.
It's literally a second house.
Yeah,
that's why.
So like I would like clean everything when I was younger in the restroom, and then like now that I'm older, whenever I'm out with friends sharing restroom, I would like kind of like deep clean it before I use it, or like after I use it. Just and I don't feel like, oh, why do I have to clean? It's more of like, you know what? I should clean it just for myself, you know, and I don't feel like bad about, or I don't feel angry about the other people who made a mess or anything. It's just like, you know what? It's like, I just want to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like going to Airbnb and stuff, like you share a bathroom. So do you like clean the seat every time before you go? Really?
Oh, wow.
Wet wipes, whatever. Yeah.
Whatever is available.
Dude, okay. This one time I went to like a party, and then we ended up staying over at the house, and then I was about to use the restroom, and there was like period stains like on the seat.
Oh shit!
And like on some of the side, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? It's kind of gross, obviously, but I ended up using like whatever like cleaning things they have around that restroom, and I literally deep clean the whole toilet seat, the toilet, and everything. And then I'm like, okay, I can use it now. I wasn't even mad at the fact that someone like accidentally, left the mess there, but I'm just like, I need to get that over with before I could even like do my business.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So we did an Airbnb for Eric's birthday. Outside picture looked nice, but once we got into the house, there were things that bothered me. Like the floor was a little bit dirty. There were a couple flies that we found in the house. And then upstairs, the bathroom situation, like it was just old and it looked rusty. And it bothered me so much that I didn't take a shower there. I drove back home to shower and I came back. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't
Look, that's how it bothered me. But everyone else, like
They're
even
fine.
Eric, they were fine. They slept. I just couldn't do it.
Oh, I noticed another cleanliness thing about you, Jian. When you're at a hotel room, you literally like never feel comfortable on the bed. So you're like super tired. You just pass out. So I noticed you never go under the cover.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
You would just be cold and curled up on top of the cover.
She's like,
And be, it's like she lived like she's living in a barn. But it was a hotel room.
So if I didn't sleep on my own bed, it made me very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So like, even if it's a hotel, even if I know they wash the sheets, it's like a mental thing. Like, it's like, what if someone threw up on it and the throw up like residue is still there? Like it just bothers me. But I got better. Yeah. I now covered myself like halfway.
just to the knees.
Only when it's really freezing.
Yeah.
She'll just wear 5 layers and then have one.
But I wish people are just, like just educate yourself on being clean. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard to stay clean, But
So chores.
yeah. Do your chores. Wash your balls.
Chores.
What's the one chore you both secretly try to avoid?
Oh. Dog poop. For sure.
Dog poop. And for me, I'm guilty of this. When Simba wakes up in the middle of the night, it's like, I'm like, am I going to be the one? Or is it going to be guys?
Oh, yes. He does try to avoid it. I usually do it because he find more comfort when I go in. But when I'm super tired, I'm like, cook. He's crying.
And I'm like, damn it. He doesn't want me, though. He wants you.
It's true. He always want me.
No. I mean, I feel that exact thing. Like, for me, like, because she does so much that, like, I'm like, all right, this is my job, But sometimes I'm like, fuck, I'm so tired. I'm so tired, And then, like, for me, like, because I'm big as fuck, and then, like, so when I try to leave the room, I make so much noise. No, like, or try to make as little noise as possible. Like, 'cause I'm on his bed with him.
Yeah.
So, like, me getting up, like, there's a lot of pressure coming up on the bed. Jian lays on the bed, it's still flat. Like, there's no as he gets up, there's, like, no movement on the bed. I get up, and then he's like, good. And I close the door, and you just hear I really, like, I'm like, good. I'm already at the door.
Yeah.
Open the door, no problem. And then as soon as I close the door, and I go back in, and he's dead asleep. I'm like, what is your problem? And then, like, it got to the point where now I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna sleep on his bed with him.
Yeah.
So I'm like there for like 5 hours.
Yeah, I ended up sleeping on the bed with him.
Yeah, so that's sometimes I'm like, I know I should do it, but I'm like, very, very rarely now, but I'll be like, Jen, can you get him?
Yeah.
And she will, and then she's better at it than me. She's like in and out in like 2 seconds, and I'm like, I'm not even asleep yet. Like, we're getting woken up, and she's like, okay, I'm back. And I'm like,
It's that mom's touch.
I know, I was just feel that. So, because for me, I'm frustrated because it's like me, like, I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get out of the room, and then, like, 5 times I'm like going in and out because he's like, eh.
What about you?
Avoid? Yeah, I think getting desk.
It's all safe for us.
That's in the middle of the night. That's the hardest because, like, that's how we lose a lot of sleep. Well, we actually haven't had a good night's rest since Des was born.
Yeah.
But I feel like 3 days after his surgery, like, life-changing for sure. Like, yeah. I haven't even heard, like, Des snore. Usually we could hear him snore through the monitor.
Dang.
It's, like, silent.
Yeah.
That's good.
For him, like, that was usually a telltale sign that he was sleeping or when we put him down. And now he's just like quiet. I'm like, is he sleeping?
That's really sleeping.
Is he sleeping? Like, I can't tell. Like, he's not fucking snoring.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say we get good night's sleep, but it's really on us now because we still sleep late. It's not really on us.
It's just not a weekends.
Yeah.
We're still pretty good. Like, I think our average time is around like 10:45, 11:30ish. Yeah, that's when we go to like. That's when we're deep asleep.
I feel like it was still not great though. You know, like yeah, we I feel like we could get more for sure.
We're gonna sleep at 8 p.m. That'd be gold.
Oh, God.
But we can't.
Yeah.
See you guys back at the table next week.
No, it's next month.
Okay.
It's every month.
See you guys back at the table next month.
Bye.